Hey, Skol Vikings fans. Gather round because today's Vikings news is diving deep into something that could supercharge our draft strategy for 2026. Those elusive compensatory picks that might just give GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah extra ammo to build this powerhouse. Imagine unlocking hidden gems in the draft because of smart free agency moves. Isn't that the dream? Stick with me as we break it down and tell me in the comments. How many extra picks do you think we'll snag? The 2026 NFL draft is creeping up in just over 6 months. And while planning is in full swing, one big question looms. How many compensatory selections will the Minnesota Vikings land? These aren't just any picks. They're rewards for net losses in free agency, calculated by an intricate formula that factors in player salaries, snap counts, and awards. Early projections from before the 2025 season hinted at a solid haul, including third-rounders tied to departures like Sam Darnold and even Daniel Jones. What do you fans think? Will these turn into stars for our purple squad? But hold up. There's drama brewing with inside linebacker Blake Cashman's injury, potentially costing us one of those precious comp picks right now. As things stand after 5 weeks, Eric Wilson stepping up with 76.4% snap participation, thanks to Cashman's absence, has him qualifying for the formula, canceling out the projected pick for Cam Robinson's move to Houston. It's a gut punch, but with 13 weeks left, nothing's locked in. What if Cashman bounces back strong and flips the script? Let's geek out on how these compensatory picks actually work, straight from Appendix V of the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. The formula assigns points for honors, like 20 for first-team All-Pro, plus 1 point per % of offensive or defensive snaps played, as long as it's at least 25%. Add in the average annual value ranking among the top 689 players, convert to percentiles, and boom, you get your pick position. It's all about balancing losses and gains. For us Vikings fans, it's hoping our departed stars shine just enough without our replacements overperforming. Ever wonder why teams game this system? Share your thoughts below. Zooming in on Eric Wilson's impact, his $2.6 million contract ranks 1,254th league-wide. But those high snaps are pushing him into the mix and wiping out the Robinson comp for now. Cashman's injury opened the door for Wilson to rack up those plays, mainly on defense, and it's a reminder of how fragile these projections are early in the season. Skol Nation, do you see Wilson as a hero or a hurdle here? Could his play steal a pick we desperately need? The silver lining? If Cashman returns soon and healthy, that lost pick could resurrect, turning this setback into a temporary blip. Right now, the Robinson pick is dipping to a 6th-rounder because he barely played in the last 4 games with the Texans. But picture this. He steps in at left tackle, dominates the remaining games, and boosts it to a 4th-rounder. That's the kind of momentum we crave. What's your prediction for Robinson's role down the stretch? Initial projections painted a promising picture with comp picks across rounds 1 through 7, including specials from teams like the Eagles and Colts. We had eyes on thirds for Darnold's exit and more, but injuries and snap shares are shaking things up. It's all part of the Vikings' long game under Adofo-Mensah, who loves wheeling and dealing. Fans, how pumped are you for potential extra ammo in 26? With 13 weeks still to play, everything's fluid. The NFL season is a marathon of surprises, and for the Vikings, this could mean adjusting our draft board on the fly. Compensatory picks aren't set in stone until after the Super Bowl, so Cashman's recovery timeline is key to reclaiming that edge. What other factors do you think could swing our haul? More injuries, breakout performances? Diving deeper into the formula's nuances, kickers and punters get unique points, like 1 per punt or field goal attempt. But for linemen like Robinson, it's all about those snap percentages climbing high. If he starts the rest of the season, his value skyrockets, potentially netting us a mid-round steal. Vikings faithful, wouldn't that be epic for fortifying our line? As a die-hard fan, I can't help but feel the sting of Cashman's injury rippling through our draft plans. But it's also a call to rally behind the depth guys like Wilson holding it down. This uncertainty keeps the excitement alive. What if it leads to unexpected trades or focuses our scouting? Drop your hot takes in the comments. Let's discuss how this affects our path to the playoffs too. Teasing the broader implications, these comp picks could reshape Kwesi's strategy, maybe trading up for a game-changer or stocking depth where we need it most. With projections including fifths from Philly and sevenths from Houston, the Vikings news is buzzing. Do you think we'll end up with more or fewer than expected by draft day? The beauty of the system is how it rewards savvy front office moves, like the ones that led to Darnold and Jones comps, blending salary caps with on-field impact. But one injury and poof, balance shifts, highlighting why health is our biggest asset. Skull fans, how worried are you about the injury bug, and what position should we target if picks dwindle? Wrapping this segment, remember the top 689 players set the benchmark, so every snap counts in this percentile battle. For the Vikings, it's about maximizing our losses value without our signings offsetting too much. Classic chess match. What's your favorite under-the-radar comp pick story from Vikings history? Shifting to optimism, Cashman's quick return could vault that Robinson pick higher, turning a sixth into a fourth and giving us serious draft capital. Imagine snagging a tackle or pass rusher with that boost. It's the kind of twist that fires up Vikings Nation. You with me on praying for his speedy recovery? These developments underscore why following Vikings news closely matters. Staying ahead of the curve on comp picks could mean the difference in contending for the North. With the season unfolding, every game impacts the formula. Fans, which upcoming matchup do you see swinging things our way? In the end, while Cashman's setback hurts, it's a reminder of our roster's resilience and Adolfo Mensa's vision for the future. Projections evolve and so does our hype. Let's keep the faith in purple. What changes would you make if you were GM? Alright, Skull Vikings fam, we've unpacked the compensatory pick saga, from formulas to injury twists, and it's got me fired up for what's next in Vikings news. If Cashman roars back, we could be golden. Hit that like button if you're optimistic, comment your draft wishes, subscribe for more updates, and share this with fellow fans to spread the purple pride. Let's go Vikings!